Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back here making another video. I want to bring you guys some highlights from the Hurricanes game and my review of what happened today. So, a couple things I saw from this game were the fact that the defense played a lot faster. Of course, this is just Savannah State, but I really thought that the defense played a lot faster. Some of the things I did notice were that the linebackers were involved, but some of them missed a lot of tackles that should have been made, and the linebackers kind of were a little bit slower too. But they played a lot of different guys, and it was a much better game, obviously, than the LSU game. I went to the game, and there was a big crowd. I met a few people there. Met Alonzo 1219. I think that's it. How you say it? But there was a lot of people there. There was a good crowd considering that we just lost the game. I thought it was going to be a lot different. Um, a lot of the freshmen played, which was pretty cool to see. But the main thing that I really wanted to see was N'Kosi Perry. So let's skip a little bit forward and see if we can get to some of his highlights. Malik also did play pretty well. I'm not gonna complain about his play in this game. He should have played well. I think that was the main thing. He didn't have to do anything that was crazy, which this game was going to be a blowout regardless of who started. So it didn't really matter what Malik did. I think he was going to be the starter regardless. This was a really nice pass. I was pretty much right there at that end zone. That's where my seats were, so I could really tell he was already in. I don't know why they called it down to the one at the time, but everybody was pretty upset in my row because we all saw him get in. And we was glad to see Trajan get the first turnover chain as well. I want to get to this in the N'Kosi highlights. There you go. Seeing Perry finally getting the game was really amazing. This little post route to Cage, or well, actually slant, was great to see. And I was glad to see Cage get a nice reception too. That was like right in front of me. I was right in front of me in the end zone when he got that catch. It's pretty awesome to see. N'Kosi kind of stares down his receivers sometimes too, so that's another thing that he's got to work on, in my opinion. If he can stop staring down his receivers, it will be much easier to get more adjusted to the college game. Nothing really amazing on the defensive side. They got 4 turnovers, which is great to see. But I mean, it's Savannah State. You expect this. I really wanted to just see N'Kosi. That was the main reason I even went to this game. I wasn't really going to go, but I really wanted to see N'Kosi Perry and see what he could do. I would like to see Harley get more involved. I do want to see Harley get more involved in the passing game. This is a nice catch for Langham right here. It was pretty awesome to see him get involved too. I saw on Kane's Insight today somebody talking about the fact that Langham and Cage sometimes should never be on the field. They shouldn't be on the field at the same time. I agree with that. They don't need 2 big bodies on the field at the same time. They should always have some speed and maybe 1 big body player, but not 2. N'Kosi made some mistakes this game. The interception that he threw, I know he wanted to have that one back. He looked right off the linebackers. Probably going to come up in the next couple highlights, but he did all right. 3 touchdowns was nice. I was glad to see he got a little bit more playing time than the other quarterbacks because I think Rick really wanted to see what he had. That was a nice throw to Cager again. And this rollout right here was pretty good to see. I was glad to see Rick call this play right here. He hits Brevin Jordan right here for the TD. Brevin was impressive too. I was glad to see him get some touches, and considering he didn't even get any passes for the LSU game, he didn't get any passes, well catches. I mean, this rollout right here, I think is. I'm gonna pause it right here. As you can see, when they rolled Brevin out over here, and he made it to right there, and that's when Nkosi saw him. He had an option to go to the running back as well. I think the running back is on this side right here. As you can see Gray. I think that is. So he had two options. He could have hit Gray, or he could have hit Brevin right there, which was two open players in my opinion. If he would have chose either one. Linebackers, I still feel like the linebackers are kind of lost, man. I don't know what it is. I feel like they're a little bit lost or slower or something like that. That's what I've noticed when I watch them play. Great interception right here. Yep. Redwine gets the turnover chain. Great interception. In my opinion, I feel like he is more of a corner than a safety. I don't know. That's just how I feel. I don't think that Redwine is a safety. I think that he's a much better corner. I would like to see Amari Carter, and I would like to see Gervin Hall get more snaps here than I would Redwine. I would like to see him be moved back to a corner, but of course they're not going to do that. I just don't think that he is the greatest safety. So it's 35-0 now. This is a nice run and great block by DJ. I thought he did a good job. One thing I gotta say, Travis Homer, if you were at the game and you actually saw some of the runs that Travis made, you would say that he lost a step in my opinion. He looked a lot slower. He wasn't reading the holes correctly, and he didn't really look that great. It's just how I feel. I feel like Lorenzo Lingard needs to get more touches, at least 8 to 10 touches a game, in my opinion, for Lorenzo. Homer just doesn't read things correctly, and he doesn't make too many yards after contact as well. He'll get hit, and then he won't bounce off the tackle. He will literally just go down right after one person touches him. So that's just my opinion. I feel like DJ, watch it. He takes the hit, takes another hit, breaks the tackle, and continues to go. Homer will not break any tackles. I think that he needs to get some carries taken away until he either is a little bit more healthy or he figures it out in practice. Because I feel like Lorenzo Lingard is coming, man. That kid is really good. Great pass to Brevin right there as well. Brevin is improving, man. He really is improving. I was surprised to see Hightower not get too many passes thrown his way. I thought he definitely would, but Perry did his job, man. I think that the interception kind of left a bad taste in some fans' mouth, but I think that he did his best for his first ever start. You can't really complain. I mean, I wonder how many picks Malik would have thrown in this game if he would have played the entire game. I bet he would have thrown a pick as well. I just don't have the confidence in Malik anymore, and I feel like the players don't either. Oh, I just want to see this punt return. Nesta played a great game too. Jeff Thomas, man, he is an electric player. And this punt return right here, I think he gets down to like the 20 or 30. I think it was like the 30 something. But he was just amazing, man. I think we got to work on blocking on special teams. There's a lot on special teams that needs to be that hit right there. Oof, Amari Carter. There's just a lot on special teams that needs to be looked at. He got down to almost a 16-yard line. Nice. But yeah, I think that Thomas is an electric player. He's just been doing everything on offense. Makes Malik look so much better than he is. And eventually, he has to get a quarterback that can throw him open. Not just a quarterback where he's wide open and he makes the play. He has to get a quarterback that throws him open. I left right after this touchdown. I remember after Weldon scored, I knew the game was over. Well, I mean, I already knew the game was over, but I knew that the game was out of hand and it wasn't going to get too many other players involved. I didn't really mind seeing missing out on Jaron Williams' play because I knew he was going to be online to see. I just wanted to see Nikosi play mostly. It's glad to see. It's good to see Javonte Dean get a little bit involved. I feel like he doesn't need to be playing in meaningful games. I don't think that he's that great of a cornerback. Honestly, I think that he's slow. He takes bad angles, and he's not that good of a player, in my opinion. But he is a decent backup. That is what he is, in my opinion. He isn't a starter. There's a lot more players that can do a better job, in my opinion. I haven't seen this play yet. Lorenzo Lingard, man. I think that he's going to be special, dude. No. Let's back this up a little bit. Mark Pope didn't get involved either. That's one thing I wanted to see. He didn't get involved really in this game. Glad to see him get his first touchdown right there. I want to see this run, though, by Lorenzo Lingard where he takes it to the house, man. I think that was Wayman Steed who got that recovery, too. That was good to see. Jaron looked the best as far as the eye test. You know what I mean? I think that he can be a great player in the future. I don't think this is his year right now. I think he needs to wait and develop and get his body correct for the next level. But as far as the eye test go, he's going to be a great one, man. I think he's going to be a really good player. I just want to see this play right here. This is what play I'm talking about. Lorenzo Lingard, man. Look at that cut. Look at that cut. Look at these blocks right here by the receivers, too. Marquez Ezard, Mark Poe making some blocks right there. He's just too quick, man. He can't be on the bench anymore. From now on, he needs to be playing, man. It's ridiculous they even had him on the bench in the LSU game. He should have been playing ASAP. This cut, boom. They had him, and he leaves players in the dust, man. That's the thing. It's just gonna be hard to keep him off the field, man. I think Travis Homer is gonna get some carries taken away. He's just not playing, in my opinion, to the level that I think that a Miami running back should play at. But yeah, I think that's it for this video, guys. Some comments I want to make also. I think Mark Richt has got to change a few things, man. Still, play calling was still, I feel, lackadaisical in some areas. O-line could not get any push. I mean, what I could see, the first team O-line needs to be changed. I think some of those players have got to change. Gainer has got to get more involved. Mahoney, I don't think he can really play at this level. Donaldson is in the wrong position, in my opinion. He needs to be moved. And what else? Malik, I don't think he has it, man. I truly don't. Obviously he's not gonna get benched for this next game in Toledo, but I think eventually Nkosi needs to get more snaps. Even I like how the way Clemson is using Trevor Lawrence right now. He gets in the game even when it's a close game. Get him involved. Let him make some plays, even if it's a close game. Let him into the game. So let Nkosi play a little bit. Give the defense a different look than what they would with Malik. Because with Malik, the game plan is out there, man. People know if you stack the box and make Malik throw, he's not going to be an accurate quarterback. So I think those are the changes. And I'll catch you guys next week. Later.